This talk is brought to you by the Bamberg Mathematical Consciousness Science Initiative.
Hi, my name is Alex Lepauvre. And so during my PhD, I've been particularly interested in testing theories of consciousness, and I've been involved in the Cogitate project. And my very specific interest, very much akin to Antje's, is investigating the temporal dynamics of experience, but specifically because it's not an aspect that's been investigated a lot. A lot of the work has been focused on the onset or the entry of something into consciousness. And because it's not been investigated a lot, it's quite interesting to test theories of consciousness because that forces them to make predictions above and beyond what they've already done. So it consists of stronger tests. And as much as my interest very much still lies in this question and in consciousness research in general, I've now taken a bit of a turn in my career. I'm now working as a postdoc in more of the decision-making world. So I'm investigating state abstraction methods for decision-making. What that means is usually when we have to make decisions, there's a lot of states involved, and there's kind of a structure to these states so that they follow each other in a specific way. And as it turns out, there's different ways we can actually group some states together to make the task a little bit simpler for us to solve without losing too much in terms of the reward that we can get. And the reason I'm mentioning this strain of research is because actually I think there is a very promising avenue in the search for the NCC based on what I've learned in this kind of sidetrack in my career. And that's kind of the idea of moving beyond the static treatments of stimuli in the search for the NCCs. Because very often in pretty much any of the experiments I can think of in the search for the NCC, what we do is we consider stimuli based on some sort of a label being seen or unseen, and then additionally something like category or task relevance and things like that. And we would create these static labels based on which we would analyze our data. And what's been shown, I think, repeatedly in the literature is that, well, that doesn't seem to be all there is to it, because depending on which kind of experiment we do, the results we get would always differ. So we'd always get in very different processing regimes, depending on all these kind of parameters. And so my ideas or ambition moving on in consciousness research would be to stop treating the stimuli as completely static, but instead map neural processing regimes to task dynamics themselves using novel kinds of methodologies. So yeah, that's it for me.